Hello everybody, it's me, TONIK TZW. We're here in the Darren again, and this one is just titled Toxic because it's going to be a demonstration of how you can use or abuse the game mechanics to your advantage. Now, you all know that I absolutely love the Daring. In fact, I dare say that it's probably the best destroyer at its tier, and I love all those guys that go out in shimikazes and think that torpedoes is the answer to everything, but it's not. Guns is the answer to everything, and torpedoes come in as and when we might need them. At legendary tier, with Grutzma Smart and a legendary reload booster on this thing, when you get in games stacked with 4 destroyers per side, it's easy to pick up stacks of damage to reduce your reload, and if you get some kills in on these destroyers, then you are going to be able to add to the already very nice. I've got 11.25% extra HE damage, or extra main gun damage, and then for every kill I get, I am getting an extra 5% damage on top of that. So you pick up a couple of kills and you're doing 20 odd % more damage, and with lots of destroyers in the game, and keeping your wits about you, especially when you've got those Shemas throwing their walls of skill around, you can add to those stacks and then just go around smashing everything else. So here we go, we've got 2 Giras in the middle of the map, and I decide that actually in this game I'm not going to play my cap. I'm sick of getting abandoned when trying to push caps, and in this game I just decided yep, I need a destroyer win. I'm going to go out and do what I think I need to do to get that win. And here we go, 2 Girans there, and between them they failed to take down a single Shimikaze, and Shimikaze's being a bit of a dope in a smoke, and I decide, well, why don't I go and use my sonar, because there's the Shimikaze's torpedoes, and I will show these guys how to actually take down a Shimikaze. Geez, I mean, look at it. They're both parked there behind that rock. And I'm sure there's a lot of battleship captains in this game who were looking at the mini-map and going, why are 3 destroyers in the middle of the map? Why are those 2 guys parked behind an island? What's the other guy doing? Why has he abandoned the cap? And the answer is, it's because I'm going to make their lives a little bit easier by getting rid of one of these walls of skill. So he's fired us torpedoes here. We're not located. There we are. We're located now. So he knows that we're coming for him. He's lost about just under 2/3 of his health, but we're very quickly going to dispatch him and have that done with for first blood. That gives us 5% extra AP. We're going to put some shots out onto that other destroyer out there, but somebody picks him up for us, and oh look, we've got a Yamato running away. He's just in range, so we are going to use the fact that there's 2 other destroyers out here, not in a smoke screen, so he is spotted, and I'm going to try and light him on fire. And this guy, I'm sure, is hating me today. I'm surprised I didn't get hate mail for this game, because I just abused the game mechanics to my satisfaction. Now, the division of Red Team is across there on the left-hand side, but they are being taken care of, so I feel much more comfortable pushing through. We have opened up the centre of the map, and that means that this Yamato is going to have to keep running. That Yamato, we can already see, is looking at running to the south, so we're going to push those guys down the map into the open arms of Blue Team, who are waiting there at the south end. And we're watching for this Yamato. We've got 1 fire already, and here we go, look, he's kiting away, and there's nothing he can do. I can see that his back turret is facing me, but there's another fire, so that's going to keep ticking too. And we've got a 2% reload reduction. There is another fire, so that's double fires. He's going to have to damage control this one when he can. And so we slam it into reverse. We know he's about to fire his guns. We pop the smoke screen and he fires his guns. And because he's fired his guns and he is within his smoke penalty range, it means that I can continue to sit here in this smoke screen and spam some more HE at him, and we can try and light him on fire again. Obviously we are faster than this guy. Oh look, there's a GK broadside out there and he's just in range too. So shall we see if we can get some fires on this guy as well before the smoke runs out. Now he's at quite a significant range. He disappears, which means that it was me who was spotting him. But is he going to fire his guns as our smoke screen runs down? So I'm going to put a couple of torpedoes through there just in case he decides to push forward. And there he is. Now I know the Yamato's kiting away. I'm looking at the minimap and seeing what angle I am to the Yamato, because if he does start to turn, and I think he's going to turn around that island, he will sort of lose sight of me. So we're just looking at what's going on. There's one of red team's destroyers in that cap. I'm not even going to hunt him down because this game is already being pushed in our favor, even though we're down on points. And no, we're now up on points. Thank you, whoever killed that ship there. So yeah, I'm expecting the Shimikaze to come out and try and hunt me down, but if he was paying attention early game and saw what happened to his friend, I think he'll realise that that's actually not a very smart thing to do. Now GK hit the rocks, and I'm just thinking he's backing up, but he's probably going to pull forward. So we decide to get on the cap and we'll start turning this cap. But then I realised there's only 3 ships left in the game, and that GK is getting absolutely slapped. And look, secondaries, even at this range. So he's got a full secondary build on by the looks of it, and he's going to stay in range for us, and we're going to keep piling on the pain while we sit in the cap. But we're watching his turrets because his turrets are turning. There we go. So we start moving, and again we're just trolling these guys, and he's gone. Now there's a Yamato and one other ship left. I am closest to the Yamato. With 2 ships left in the game, there's absolutely no point in sitting on that capture point, because I really do think that we can finish this well before the timer runs down. And there is Mr. Yamato, who after sitting in the middle of the map has done nothing but run away. His guns are to the front, but we'll keep watching and you'll see that his turrets start turning towards me. I've got a couple of Ks to play with as far as you know, keeping him in range of my guns goes. But we get a fire, he immediately damage controls that, and as soon as that damage control party runs down, he's in trouble. You know he's in trouble. There's another fire, and he drops detection. We come out the smoke screen and he is ticking. Now this guy is mine because I don't think there's anybody else on the map that is in range of this guy. And we're only, what, 8 minutes into the game, and he's the last man standing and he is ticking. I'm watching his turrets turn away from me. I'm letting him turn those turrets because he's going to have to turn his ship full broadside. Here we come again. There is another fire, and so we are going to turn into him as he turns to get his turrets to us. He's taken the time to load HE, clever boy, but there's a witherer. He does give us a little tickle there, but it is game over with a witherer and an arsonist to finish. So that was all over very quick and very dirty, and it was absolutely toxic for that guy in the Yamato. As I said, I'm surprised I didn't get hate mail after that one, but that is how you can use and abuse the game mechanics to finish top. Only 2100 base XP, which shows how average that game was, but as far as using that ship to the best of its ability, that's a good example. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope that you listened and paid attention and actually learned about how smoke fire penalty works and how you can use it to your advantage when playing gunboat destroyers. Don't forget to smash the like button, leave me a comment, let me know what your favourite destroyer is and at what tier. It doesn't have to be legendary tier. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Goodbye.